Hello everyone, this is William Armstrong here with a video. I'm actually going to read an article about a YouTuber who is considered a Lolcow in the Lolcow world, but he's actually a YouTuber and he goes by the name of King Cobra JFS. It's on Dexterdo's website, but it's published today. It just says YouTuber King Cobra JFS found dead in his apartment, age 34. I'm reading it from my phone, but I'm 32 years old, but he wanted to live long enough until he was very up in the age, right around 50 or more, but that got cut short. And he's 34 years old, and I'm 32 years old. It says here King Cobra JFS's father, otherwise known as Clint or Joshua Faye Saunders is his real name, went to go do a wellness check on his son when he found him dead in his apartment, unable to be resuscitated. He posted a video on King Cobra's JFS YouTube channel that was later deleted, confirming the death of the content creator. King Cobra's JFS YouTube following was a lot bigger than his 116K YouTube subscriber count would have you believe. This lore around this YouTuber goes far beyond the scope of his just his channel, as the escapades over the years earned him a level of notoriety that people studying his life and making fooling documentaries about it. He would also live stream, often very drunk, and talk back and forth with his viewers. Some people were there to hate on him, and while others were there to genuinely support Josh. After 2 days of silence, King Cobra JF's father uploaded and promptly deleted a video from his channel speaking about the death of his son. King Cobra JFS is found unresponsive by his father. Rumors of Josh's death began circulating in the hours before the video was uploaded, with his father going to lie to put a stop to them and saying what really happened. His father confirmed his death, and he had planned to take Josh to the doctor and check on his health, but he was found unresponsive. And while the doctors believed King Cobra died in his sleep rather than being an attempt to his own life, Josh's father was still very emotional when recounting how his son was treated on the internet otherwise. I got him today to delete all his social media because bleep, you know how it is I'm feeling, but I realize that it would not be fair to his fans and it's certainly nothing he would want. As you all know, Josh was harassed and bullied terribly his whole life. From the time he was 3, it was just nonstop. It was like he had a neon sign that said, "Please pick on me." Okay, I gotta say this. King Cobra JFS is a guy that has, by the looks of it, a disability, but he's been harassed and bullied and picked on his whole life. From the time he was 3 years old, it was just nonstop bullying and harassment. Basically, he was being picked on and teased a lot when he was growing up. And still, he got hate, still from his fans, or still hate. He still got hate on the internet, still to this day before his death. For some reason, so many people on this earth felt that picking on him was okay. That just because it's him that made it all right. That didn't matter, or that he didn't matter, but he did matter. Though an autopsy is yet to be concluded, doctors believe it was an organ failure, perhaps his liver or appendix. Josh began drinking more than usual after his friend Aaron took his own life earlier this year. It was hit hard by Ozzy Osbourne's passing. King Cobra uploaded a video just before his death saying that he was up all night and extremely ill. This video linked with a local report about a man being found unresponsive is where the rumors spawned originally, and that's why his father made a video addressing them. Though he was a divisive content creator, he's had an outpouring support from his real fans that have stuck around for years who are sad to see him gone. There you go. That's essentially King Cobra JFS in a nutshell. He was a content creator, but he's considered a lol cow. But in the Lolcow world, he's more than just a lolcow. He's a content creator just like everybody else. And I felt that people picking on him shouldn't really have picked on him since he was 3 years old. That shouldn't have happened. Just because he is a person who's more than just a lolcow, he's a content creator just like everybody else before that. People shouldn't have picked on him. Shouldn't really have picked on King Cobra JFS ever. Like, shouldn't have done that. Just because his father Clint's now sad and now dealing with the loss of his son. And he planned on taking his son to a doctor to get his health checked out and seen about. He planned on doing it, but as you can see, his body was already shutting down quickly, and it just so happened within the span of 12-hour time frame that his body just went, it just gave up. Well, from what I'm reading on the Dexterdo website, is that it's speculated he could have organ failure and something like that, or at least failure with his organs, and the fact that he drunk hard after he lost a friend of his earlier this year and Ozzy Osbourne's passing. So it is doctors have believed it was either organ failure, perhaps his liver or appendix. So some of his organs were shutting down in the process of it. But he did plan on taking his son to see a doctor to get him checked out and to improve his health. But knowing that King Cobra JFS should have gone to see a doctor to get his health improved instead of accelerating it further. But as all I can say is RIP to King Cobra JFS. If your genuine fans will miss you, but your detractors, you always say F the trolls and F sickos, and him telling his detractors to F off when they harass him in his own YouTube chat. Well, at least his detractors won't have to worry about that anymore.